Welcome back. This is Mr. Tipton, and today we're talking about the effects of operations on integers. This section is a little different than anything we've done so far. I cannot give you step-by-step instructions of how to solve or how to explain things. You're just going to have to take what you already know about adding, subtracting, multiplying, dividing integers and properties, and use what you know to write problems, to explain things. It's a little different than the kind of math we've been doing so far. Okay? The best I can do for you today is just to work through some examples and let you know what I'm thinking as I answer the different questions. Alright? So here we go. Example 1. Explain why anything times 0 is 0. I know that you know that any number times 0 is 0. 4 times 0, 0. Negative 10 times 0 is 0. But why? Why is it 0? What do you know about multiplication? What do we know about multiplication that lets us know that this is true? Alright, we know that multiplying is a faster way of adding. When you have lots of groups of the same number, it's faster to multiply than to add. 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5. 0 plus 0 plus 0 plus 0 plus 0. Alright, so a good answer I'll write in green. One explanation, there's several things you could put as long as it makes sense and answers the question. But let's say if there are 8 groups, of 0, you still have 0. If there are 8 groups of 0, you still have 0. Multiplying has to do with adding faster, adding quicker, groups of things, equal groups. And if all your groups are 0, it doesn't matter how many groups there are, you still are going to have 0. Let's try another. Example 2. An even number plus an odd number will have a sum that is blank. Well, probably a good way to approach this problem is just to do some examples of even numbers plus odd numbers. So let's see, I've got an even number, how about 4? Plus an odd number, 3? Even plus odd, 4 plus 3 is 7. Okay, let's look at another even number, how about 10? Plus an odd number, 5. 10 plus 5 is 15. Okay, starting to think about what even plus odds have in common. Another even. I don't know, what do you want to do? How about 20? Plus 1. That's an even plus an odd. 20 plus 1 is 21. What do all of these answers have in common? 44 plus 43, that's odd. Even plus odd, let's see, this is 87. Well, I'm going to go with odd. What these 4 problems have in common is even plus odd every time it equals an odd number. Now, maybe you can come up with an example of an even plus odd that isn't odd. If you can do it, let me know. Alright, but here's my answer, odd. And here's my proof. Here's my work that shows how I came up with my answer, my fill-in-the-blank answer of odd. Another example, it says Write a problem with a product that is less than -50. Keywords, product means we're going to be multiplying, and less than 150. Okay. Or, sorry, less than -50. Well, I'm going to need an answer that's negative, and I'm multiplying, so I'm going to need different signs. I'm going to need a negative and a positive. So let's see, how about -30 times 2? Different signs, the answer is negative. 30 times 2 is 60. Alright, so that works. -60 is less than -50. It's not more. Remember, we're talking about negatives. 60 is more than 50 if we're talking about positives, but we're negatives, so -50 is more than -60. And you know, that's not the only answer. How about -10 times 10? That's going to give us -100. That's less than -50. Lots of things you could put. How about -50 times -60? Well, 50 times 60 is 3,000. Oh, but negative times negative is positive. So, is 3,000 less than -50? No, it sure isn't. So this would not work. Alright. No good on that one. Effects of operations on integers. Again, it's a little different than what we've done previously. Take what you know about integers and operations. Answer the questions as best you can. If you have questions, write them down. We'll see you soon.